Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. We are back in the PMDG 737, flying the 700, so that's a bit shorter than the 800, the typical one. Same as back there actually. We're flying southwest from here, New Orleans. We are parked at the new terminal. The old terminal's back there. This is the new terminal. It's very nice. It isn't actually completely sort of finished yet in the real world. But AI and everything is all parked here, so I thought, why can't I do this? So yeah, we are at the new terminal, and I'm not sure why that's so jetway is not connected up to the aircraft, but that one does. Anyway, catering is coming on board for this flight to Cancun. Flight time is like an hour and a half or so. Let's see what PFPX has given us. An hour and 27 minutes, so yeah, basically an hour and a half. And then once catering's finished, we'll get all the passengers and baggage on the aircraft. So we'll close up the doors now, go to ground connections, connect up the ground power. That can go on, that can go on, ground power. Actually, that can stay on battery there. IRSs, align, nav and nav, and that can go to the status, so we can see how long it will take for the IRSs to align. Once that gets going, most of the lights can be armed as well. Chime can be on, I can go to both. That's on nav already. So FS actions, fuel and payload, that's in pounds, don't want it in pounds. We want it in kilograms. And we are taking on board 6973 kilograms of fuel. And our zero fuel weight is 53.1. That's, no, wrong one, there we are. 95% load level, lovely. Lots of passengers and baggage on the aircraft. 1905, that's correct, for the ARX cycle, so up to date with that. So like I said, we are in New Orleans, like so. In fact, I need to go back to this payload page. Okay, so we've got coach class. Need to request boarding, get 130 people typed up, like so. Okay, so we are at the gate. This is probably not going to work, is it? But we'll give it a go as always. Bravo 6 at New Orleans. Nope. Times just come through. That's nice. GPS left, then should be ready. Back go to the route page. Company route is just the departure IQO plus the arrival IQO, like so. If you want to fly this route, here you go, in all its glory. Just this page actually, and we will go back to this page. Departure runway 29er, and our flight number is Southwest SWA 1026. Activate and then execute. Go over to here. We will go to the doors page. We will open that door and open the cargo doors. Lovely. Perfect. Double click the zero fuel weight. I'll just get that in there. Apparently a fuel 7.1. 7, not 7.1. Let's see if I can override that. We're planning to use not 3.54. Let's see if we can override that. Nope. Okay, that's fine. 4 tons of fuel, so quite a lot of fuel on board. We've got plenty to land with, hopefully. We'll see how things go. Top of climb, we're cruising at 390. I'll put that in. It won't. Let's put the cost index quickly, if there is one. Let's see if there is one for Southwest. There is, and it is 36 to 40. Go as high as possible for the quickest possible flight. So 390 is perfect for our cruising altitude today. And our final reserve is 2. Alright, transition altitude 18,000. Cruise winds a 271 at 057. Like so. I was told if you just put in the temperature, I mean that is top of climb temperature, so apparently I was told that would just normally just put in the ISA deviation, which it does. So just put it in again, and that works. Lovely. That's great. And transition altitude 18,000. Execute. N1 limit, we're doing a D rate of 1. We can't do D rate 2 today, so just the 1 at 32 select temp. 92.1% N1. Takeoff, double click the CG, and for our flaps, it's flaps 5. Next page, runway slope, not sure if there is any, I don't know, I can't tell. And the current wind conditions are 330 at 3 on the ground. Engine out acceleration 800 feet and just normal acceleration at 1500 feet. It is dry, that's perfect. Crew have boarded, now here comes the passengers. Departure and arrival, there's no departures out of this airport, so it's just runway 29. And execute. So we're just going straight to VORs to start off. Back to the takeoff page. V1, 121, rotating at 125, and our V2 speed is at 132. So, 121 can go into all over the place. There we are, 121. VORs, inches. Click B, that will set the QNH for us nice and easy. 3005. 10, traffic. Over to this side. We'll lose some FPS right now because the passengers are being rendered. There's a lot of them, so let's wait for the passengers to be rendered, then we should be fine with our frame rate. Expecting to get off the blocks in 10 minutes time, so we're perfectly on time for that. We're not delayed at all. So, runway heading, runway 29 is 286, enter that in, like so. Initial climb, I don't know if I don't know what it is, because we don't have a SID. What I'll do is I will set 7,000. We'll go 7,000. Cruising at 390, so I'll set this up to 390. And the landing altitude at Cancun is 22 feet, which just rounds down to 0, so that's fine there. Packs, isolation valve can go to auto, and the packs on just yet that can stay on off for now. Windy heats should come on now anyway, so there we are. Okay, let's go outside, see how things go. Look at that reflection of the sun on there. It's lovely. Yeah. I only just realised that the default Southwest liveries from PMDG are not updated, so I managed just before I started recording this video to quickly update this. I'm just realising this animated traffic person is very dark blue. Very dark. Not sure why it's so dark though. See, oh, that's a nice, nice view. The new Southwest livery compared to the old one. That's nice. I don't know how new this is actually, but I think it's the first time installing it. I've had the old one for quite a while now, which is not amazingly what I wanted. I guess, is that a word? Is that a phrase? I don't know. Anyway, we're done on the FMC and everything. Just waiting for RSs to align. Take up here on the right, 1 minute alignment time. Left. So yeah, not long to go. Flight directors and auto throttle. We can't align the VDF and LF because RSs haven't aligned. So yeah, I've done all the V speeds. Everything's done on the FMC. So what we're going to do is just wait for the RSs to align. Once all the passengers are on the aircraft, we will start the APU, and then we will get rid of the jetway as well. And we'll just make sure GSX is ready to go and get us pushed back. So, we can't actually put 1026 in here, can we? Because it's 4 letters, 4 numbers, sorry. It's only 3 possible to go in there. Boarding complete, lovely. So all of the boarding complete. Okay then. So, close up all the doors. And start up the APU. What fuel do we have? We've got none in the centre, that's fine. Let's start up the APU. That's the taxi light. Don't turn that on. Oh yeah, APU starting up. Seatbelts can go on. And we are good for now. Probe heats can go on, actually, and we can go to the ground connections, remove those. Like so, insufficient fuel. That's fine. We do have enough fuel, just insufficient fuel of the 4 tons we have previously planned. That's what the aircraft's moaning about. Let's keep this on the ground connections page. So yeah, you can see our departure. I just zoom out here. It's depart out of 29, straight left hand turn towards VOR. What did the rear wheel do? Did it do right or left hand turn? Let's take a look. Took a right hand turn. We'll do that then, because that's more direct to the airport, our arrival destination. Right. We can get rid of the SO jetway, so we can go and operate jetways, undock it. I did close the doors in time. Yep. And APU is up and running. AP generator's on. AP gen, TR1, and set parking brake, disconnect the wheel chocks, prepare for pushback. Departure clearance requested, waiting for other services to complete. That's just waiting for the jetway to go back, basically. On the VNAV, I can't arm the LNAV, but that's fine, because it's basically direct to VOR. I assume you would get like vectors or something for your departure. I can go to RTO. You can do a quick oxygen test, and there's a left. So test, and the other side, first officer, second officer, or whatever. That's good. So we've got the southwest tug just coming up to the aircraft, connecting up, and like so. The marshal will come over, just lock it in place and get us pushed back. Now we're up and ready, good to go. Anti-collision light can go on as we've got the APU running as well. About to start our engines. Packs and stay off. Your damper can go on. Parking brake is set, yes, and all the fuel pumps can go on now. And we'll set this to ground when we start the engine. So let's wait until GSX is ready, and we will be on our way. Typical us waiting for GSX. So you'll get a nose left push, and then we will just taxi down out the apron, take a left down Golf, and then take a right down Sierra, and somewhere over there is runway 29.
Ready to push.
Okay, ready to push.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brake is released.
Pushing now. The aircraft is clear. Start engines at your discretion.
Okie dokie. So, hydraulic pumps can go on, all the fuel pumps are running, everything's good. We'll start engine. So set that to ground. We will just monitor the N2 speed as the engines slowly start up. Look at the reflection in the wing and the ground. That just like instantly merges together. Maybe this reflection is too high, maybe. Yeah, I think definitely PBR textures. This is very new scenery by LatinVFR. So it's got PBR textures all around. So that's 25% fuel's down here, bringing in the fuel. And we should have done some of this stuff, but sorry. Right, okay. That's not the engine that's starting up. There it is. So yeah, the scenery is amazing. And I forgot to mention, now I'm running on the new patch, the 4.5 patch. Frame rate is amazing, but I am flying the PMDG 737, so just realised. Not sure if that's a livery issue or tomato shade livery. Tomato shade issue. Once we started the engines, I don't know why I only just noticed this. It could be a livery issue. We will have to take a look, because the fuselage is split into 3 sections.
Set parking brakes and confirm.
Parking brake is set. The livery is split into 3 sections, and the painter must have... It may not be in the painter, because even the white and not just the blue, so if it is tomato shade, I'll quickly reload the aircraft, get that fixed after the engine is started up. And so yeah, we'll just do all the procedures and then I'll quickly reload it if it is the tomato shade issue. Alright, bring in the fuel. Because this is my own reflection profile as well. Oh, it's fine on this side. It's just the shadow, maybe. Yeah, as you can kind of see it. Yeah, I think it's tomato shade. I'll give that a quick fix once we start the engines, and then it should look a lot better. I'm not sure why it's different though, because I copy and pasted all of them. So yeah. So engine has started up.
Disconnected now. Have a
We
good flight.
can
Bye bye.
taxi light on, we can get Gen 1, Gen 2, we'll get Gen 1 active as our intake, AP can go off, packs also, right and left, we're all good up on the overhead. So yeah, I forgot to start the timer there. It's fine, it's fine. What I'll do, I'll quickly skip the video, just double check if it is Tomato Shade doing that problem with delivery. I'm pretty sure it is, and if so, I will reload the aircraft, so just give me one moment. Alright, we're in a whole new aircraft. It was the livery, the problem. So I went and downloaded a new livery, and now we have magically transferred into November 208 Whiskey November. This is taking me some few minutes to get this working again. We're back in business, and it wasn't to do with my Tomato Shade, so we're all happy. There's a livery problem. It was very weird, so I just got a new one, and it seems to have fixed itself, so that's all good. Everything's back. Everything's where it should be and everything, so that is lovely. Let's go set our flaps 5 for departure, like so. That's RTO already. Oh, I can't do it enough, can't I? And that's good. We'll do a quick flight control check, so full left, full right, all the way down, all the way up, rudder, full right, full left. Lovely, 5.45 on the trim, like so. Oh, hello. No, AI, that was a bit too close for comfort there. Text light on, turn offs, that's fine. Parking brake release, let's get going. No idea if the AI is going to taxi to runway 29, but hey ho. If it is, we'll follow it. So there we are. We got everything back to normal. Still need to fix this for my reflection profile, but that's less of a matter there. It's a bit too shiny on that one, but it's not on this side, as you can see. So let's try and fix that. Oh, we're actually in the centre of the taxiway, that's fine. See what AI is doing here. No, it is taking our left. It's just doing some weird stuff. Do we still have the APU active? No, that's off. Lovely. It took me so long to do all this, I've kind of forgotten what I've all done set up in the aircraft. I'll take a left. And yeah, well, I guess we're going to follow it. Wait for it to depart first, then we'll depart afterwards. That's clear, isn't it? In the morning. Very nice morning daylight. At was it 23 degrees? Yeah, 23 degrees Celsius. Awesome. No clouds in sight. Absolutely amazing. What a nice day to depart out of New Orleans. Well, I can still just like apply the FLAI models to Ultimate Traffic Live, but that's just going to take forever. But I know that's happened before. I don't know what it is, but that does happen, and because I was doing that, I'm not in the centre line. I think it's only in the exterior of the. See, let's fix itself. This is trying taxi properly without trying to wonder what that was. I don't know what exactly it's called or why it happens, but when you're facing north and then like you pass north and just look further on towards the left, I'm not sure why it happens, but it just reloads all the scenery. It's like it's got two instances, I want to say. So yeah, but it's fine. I think it's happened for a very long time. I don't know if anyone else experiences that, but I've experienced it the whole time in P3D. It happens very rarely now, but that just happened then. Right. We'll just have to. Well, there's no aircraft landing on 29 currently. We would wait behind the ILS marker here if there was someone landing, but there isn't, so we'll go follow the aircraft ahead. Turn offs can go on, continuous, and strobe. Turn off, and actually taking off here, aren't we? Weather radar can go on. So let's wait for the aircraft up ahead to go, and then we will depart behind. We've got no bounce of green lights going on there. We're not really clear to go onto the runway. So we'll just slowly make our way to the hold short here. So we wait for this aircraft to depart. That's fine, sat there. And it's AI, so just give it some time. Slowly make its way through. Actually, we've got the very old livery where it's gold. And then you've got the middle livery. Now we have this one. Nice. Right, it's departing. Let's go line up and wait behind. So all the landing lights on, text light off, strobe to on, and TCAS, TA, on RA. Don't know why they said that like that. That was just me trying to be cool. And never be cool again. Right. So yeah, we'll just line up and wait for the aircraft to get out of here. And then we'll be good. I did still going to do a right hand turn out of this, but then I realised the rear world departed off a different runway, so we will do a left hand turn. Don't worry. Oh, that lineup was terrible of me, sorry. Let's just try and make this fairly better, I guess you could say. Line up a bit like so. There we are. Our aircraft's in the air. So there's an aircraft to the right of us, actually. I don't know if you can see it. There's one in the air, like right in the air. There's one. I don't know. Oh, there's that. Wait. I'm confused now. This is a 29. Runway 29. Not. It was just because the aircraft that was the parting of the triangle right there. I kind of thought the up arrow. Okay, I thought it was at 3,000 feet, but I guess that's just me being me. Right. Okay. We are good to go. Set that to the engine page. About 50%. That's actually bang on 50% basically. Set the toga. Start the timer. Here we go. Looking for 91.4% N1. We have reached that. Thrust is set. Airspeed's alive. Lovely wing view, of course. Maybe like a cinematic view as we are on the runway. That's nice. 80 knots. Try to get back in the centre here. Like so. V1. Rotate. There we are, up in the air. Pause the rate of climb. Get up. Bye bye. New Orleans. I was about to say Los Angeles then. New Orleans. So yeah, once we get out to like 1,000 feet or so, we could do the left hand turn, not straight away. That's a nice view. Pitching up rather high there. Unless you're at 20 degrees pitch right now. Let's bring that down as 1,000 feet. We'll start the left hand turn. Turn on the LNAV. And there we are, following the flight director here as well. You can see the scenery trees, so then normal trees. The density change of that. Right. What I'll do is every now and then I'll just double. Hey, how the FPS has dropped when you open that. Just double click that and I'll just update the on-app every now and then. Cool. As soon as we pass 200 knots, we can bring all the flaps up, but we haven't done that yet, so there we are. Flaps up. Auto brake off and gear off. Autopilot on. There we are. Retractable landing lights off. I can go to off. Everything's good up there. Lovely. We have departed out of New Orleans on our way to Cancun. There's the airport in all its glory. New and old terminal. There's the new one. North side and the south side. There's the old terminal. Massive difference there. Amazing. What's that? Wait. Pretty sure there's meant to be terminal buildings where that grey bit is, but there aren't any. Maybe like they load in when you come into view, but I mean they're not far out. Anyway, we are at the new terminal, so it's fine. Some high-rise buildings over there, but not many. Most of our flight's going to be over the water as we fly to Cancun. But that's when we turn the right, approaching 7,000. Let's bring this up to our cruise of 390. so. 6,000, and yeah, we'll do the right turn soon to waypoint LEV once we've flown about 13 miles to our first VOR. Right. Nice steady climb the aircraft's trying to achieve here. Not doing half bad. Okay. I don't know why it's... Oh right, it's still being out, not being at speed. Now I realise. We were like 5,000 feet when it should have been out. Should have seen that actually. Not bad. But still, like I said, it's whatever. Nice steady climb now again, right? God. Not much autogen over there though. I'm not sure if that's part of the hotfix. Unless hotfix reloaded my P3D config, but actually there's autogen there. Maybe this is I don't know, scenery just making it not load. I'm not sure. Look at that bridge. Bloody hell. That is a very long bridge. Oof. Would not want to go and fall off the bridge in the middle. Right, almost passing 10,000 feet. Like so, lights off. Any more scenery we can see that might scare us? No, that's a good screenshot there. That's kind of cool back there. That's very nice actually. Wow. The views you can get at P3D are amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the departure coming out of New Orleans. I'll see you when the arrival to Cancun. Once past 18,000 feet, I will set standard, but you can do it boring. I also turn off the seatbelt signs up too. So we're approaching our cruise out of 390. So yeah, enjoy the cinematics of the 737-700, and I'll see you in the arrival. Bye bye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent down into Cancun. We're just passing 160. Just getting myself down to 10,000 feet currently, but I think we can descend further to 3,000 feet. Been flying for 1 hour and 13 minutes. You have set the current pressure, which is 299.5, and the weather, as always, right now in Cancun is not amazing. It is cloudy. It's very hot, but cloudy. It's cloudy but hot. 28 degrees, but clouds are scattered at 1,500 feet. So yeah, not amazing there. And the winds right now are 90 at 8 knots. We have planned a 1-2 left arrival, and that is via the VTEB Vomar 1 Alpha arrival for the RLS 4 into left. Passengers have been good. They've sat down, turned on the seatbelt signs, so they've behaved, luckily. So we're landing 1-2 left, which means we get to taxi over the bridge, which, if those of you who have watched my previous video into Cancun, I got very excited about the bridge, because it's just so cool to taxi over. Let's bring out some speed brake here, because we are now fast. Right. Get down to 4,000 very fast, and then we're going to stay at 3,000 for a few waypoints. Expected to land with 3.5 tons of fuel at 14:04 Zulu, which is in 15 minutes of time. It's 120. So yeah, 15 minutes time, should be on the ground. Less than 50 miles away. And yeah. I have no idea where Southwest park in the airport, because flight radar, it just doesn't show where they park. It just shows the taxi and then that's it. It doesn't show where they park. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that there is, I guess some else to break out, that there's some Southwest aircraft on the ground that could help us out, show us where we are meant to park, or other American airlines, well, United or American Airlines actually. So yeah, right, because I don't want to be parking on the international sort of area where 787s might park and whatever. We're trying to get down to 250 knots, but we can't. We've got full speed brake and we literally can't keep up at all, which is very annoying. But we are about to pass 10,000 feet, so we've got the fixed lights on, so we don't have to turn this on. It's fine. I don't mind turning that on, but it's just good to keep the fixed ones on. The retractables can give us some drag, but whatever, it's tiny. So yeah, I don't think are we? Well, meant to be 3,000 feet at UN 505, so our descent rate's kind of high anyway. Cross just actually needs to slow down to 240 knots for this. It's just going to wait till it's there, and then it'll descend further from 10,000 feet. We set the heading, like so. And there we are, 10,000 feet passing, so fixed landing lights, sorry, and the turn-offs, like that. There's a lot of clouds, as you can see. There's the water. Had to say goodbye to the water and say hello to this big white, fluffy marshmallow. There's a lot of clouds around here, actually. Lovely. So, there's 10,000 feet past. If I get rid of the speed brake, I think we're good now, because the descent rate has calmed down, I believe. I'll just double check, see if everything's alright. So 1-2 left, the runway length is 2,800 meters. We do need to vacate near the end of the runway, so we'll be fine with like auto brake 2. And then like minimum idle reverse. Don't know what's called in Boeing, I don't know if it's idle or minimum reverse. But auto brake 2, and I'll just call it idle reverse. So that will get us to the end of the runway, and then we can just have to do much of a longer taxi. There's trees that like shrubs, I don't know why. It's probably because it's bent this little one area, then whatever. Okay, 8,000. I don't think I can see the airport though. It's not foggy. Is that the airport? No, it's not. It's not foggy as the last time in Cancun, but it's just a bit cloudy, which is better. So hopefully we get to see the runway easier. We do have this, the heads-up display, but the view is kind of, it's not very good, as you can see. I think I fixed it though with the 800. Let's see if I can. No, it's basically the same. So yes, you have to be up here. It's up close to see it, but then you got to zoom out a bit, which then just looks really weird. Kind of zoom in, but the field of view, as you can see, just decreases dramatically, which is not nice, not what you want. You kind of want to see everything, right? Well, most things, but not everything like this in one view. I mean, that would be nice, but I need like a massive monitor for that to look okay, basically. Anyway, that's past 6,000 feet. The throttle's fine, just sitting on an idle right now, about descent rate, so that's a lot better. No sight at the airport still, because the clouds are apparently at 1,500 feet. Go to the inner ref. We are going to be landing with flaps 30 at 132. We only use flaps 40 to 40 degrees. If the runway is like super short, about 2,000 feet or so, we're absolutely fine doing flaps 30. There's no need to bring it all the way to 40. It's too much drag and whatever. So yeah, flaps 30 at 132. I mean, do flaps 40, just slows us down by 3 knots. So it's tiny. So yeah, 137 will be our approach speed into Cancun. Zoom in like so. I'm not sure why. That looks very odd. Not sure why Oxygen's not loading in this square. I guess you can kind of see the squares, and now you can't see them at all. We're in the clouds. That's sad. Right, I just forget to do one thing. We are on a 717. What am I about? 737. We need to quickly do the RLS. That's fine. We've got plenty of time to do this. So localize the frequency 110.7. The same one here. Do that like so. And the final approach course is 125. So, that scrolled way too far. I'm all over the place there. Yeah, the trees are all scattered over the place. I'm not sure if this is just the scenery messing up the trees. No idea what's happening there. So yeah, still don't have a proper sight of the airport. No, I can't. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's 4,000 feet passing. 800 feet to go till 3,000. We'll hold at 3,000 for until 529, which is about 10 miles away from us. So we're holding at 3,000 feet for 10 miles. Not exciting, not very nice, but whatever. It's fine. So yeah. We are about holding 220 knots. Not holding, but stable, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're going to decel until just before we start our descent again. So we're going to decel, activate approach, or whatever, for 137. But we won't do that. We'll keep it up high for our approach. I think these are scenery trees. This does not look like the trees I normally use. Unless, I don't know, they're just a mixture of trees that are just cut off, like, I don't know what that is. Hey ho. There's a left turn. What we can do, we can get the localizer active, like so. It's 126 apparently. The aircraft wants to fly at 126, that's okay. And there we are. We can get the approach active, but the glide slope won't come in for a very long time, so we'll just fly like this until we see the runway. Get the full landing lights on now, and we'll get this to continuous, and we'll set flaps 5, like so. I'll speed intervene because that is going to slow down a lot, so we'll keep it at 220 knots, that's fine. There we are. Speed braking arm That's good. No sight of the runway yet. There we are, flaps 5. It's coming out. Bit of a immersion going on there. With the condensation over the wings. It's very nice to see. And what is our go around altitude? Is it 3,000, 4,000? What is it? It's 3,000 feet. Basically it's a left turn over to Antus, I think is the waypoint. Ampus. 3,000 feet. So yeah, there we are. The aircraft's climbing a bit, I'm not sure why. See if it does come back down. I mean, it's fine because, I mean, we're not on the glide slope, we're below it, so. See the airport peeking through. See if you can kind of zoom in on it. That's kind of hard to see. You can see the bridge there, actually. Love the bridge. Right. See some scenery loading in the distance. And the glide slope is about to come through, so down to 200 knots. Actually, we're 12 miles away from the airport, so 180 now, actually. So 180, approach speed 137. Cool. We're out of the clouds. When we pass the next speed restriction here, we'll set the next flaps, which will be whenever we reach that speed. Hopefully soon, and that glide slope's about to come in as well. Ever so soon. It's about to be captured. And there we are. Single channel, that's fine. We're not doing a nose land at all, so that's all good. Flaps 10. Flaps 10 coming out. Oh, look at that, it looks lovely. Look at that, that's amazing. Oh. Oh, we came back. Oh, whatever. Okay, so we are now 8 miles from the airport. Like I said, 6 miles. We'll set a final approach speed 137. We'll bring the gear down soon as well. Around
2,500.
Soon, actually, 2,500. We'll bring it down like 2,000 feet or 6 miles, whatever comes first, basically. Right. 2,300. 7.3 miles. Bring out flaps 15. Oh, it went like that. Let's bring gear down now. Okay. Got too much flaps for the current gear configuration. 137. Gear down, 3 green. And still need to set flaps 30, currently at flaps 15, that's fine. As soon as I pass that yellow band there, set flaps 25 or 20? 25 and flaps 30. Lovely. Autopilot disconnect. My aircraft and my throttles set idle there, and we are good. Trim up a bit. And pitch up a bit, hopefully, just to counteract there. Trim wasn't helping enough. Okay. So we've got the pappies as well as the glide slope, and it's a 1-shot speed as well. We'll bring that down a bit more. So autobrake 2, 3 greens, and flaps 30. Landing lights are on. We are good to land. No aircraft on the runway. To the left, that's past 1,000 feet above the ground.
1,000.
There we are. 1,000 checked. I can kind of see it actually. So you use the trim to help me kind of see that 1,000. I have to use much of the elevator from the yoke. Like so. You kind of see the trees that are used in the airport scenery. I think this is Terraflora. It may not be Terraflora. Maybe it got uninstalled when I reinstalled the hotfix, which would be a bit unusual, but it could happen, maybe. Yeah, the speed a bit more. Thrust, get us going. Lovely. It's all good so far. We're bang on sensor line. We've got 2 reds, 2 whites. We're on the glide slope and we're on our approach speed. Very nice. Steadily bring it down to 1, 2 left. Okay, 3 reds there, but we are on the glide slope. But keep it visual for now.
100.
Okay, 100.
50.
50. 40.
30.
Start the flare.
20.
So bring to idle. Ah! There's a floater. Typical. And we'll just let it float. There we are. We'll go max first now. I did a complete floater there. Terribly sorry about that. That's typical from me. It's not forward idle. No, could have gone with the minimum verse there actually. And we will vacate to the right. Manual braking. Vacating to the right. With the radar off. Lovely. And lights off. Taxi on. AAP start. Off, off. Steady. And T-gas to standby. Wonderful. Let's clear up. Spoilers can retract. Trying to slow down the aircraft as well. And bring out the flaps. It's kind of hard to see where we're taxiing and do the flaps as well. So yeah, we've got the bridge to our right. We'll taxi over there. I don't know where we're going to go from there because I don't know what stand we should go for. So, like I said, what we'll do, we'll make our way over the top. We'll see if we can find any aircraft similar, and we'll just park relatively close to there. That's a right turn. Slowly up the bridge, because it's very sensitive to the aircraft. There we are. A bit more power to get over it. Like so. There's the terminal, you can see. And back down. Oh, yeah, it's a bit of a jump. We'll see it from the outside view here. There we are. Now we're down like a roller coaster. Like we're on a water slide. Without any water. And boom. Right. Hope that doesn't count as a landing. Shouldn't do. Anyway, with our floater, we got a landing rate of minus 34 feet per minute. Wow. I mean, what matters more, the smooth landing or the floater? So, there's no aircraft here, but I'm pretty sure it's the international stand. What we'll do is just take a right. And then we'll just take a left. Because they are quite large gates, so I don't think this is where we're meant to be parking. So we'll take a left, and then we'll just do some peeking and look around the left. We've got dual bleed on us, so let's turn that off there. The AP bleed for now, temporarily. Turn around this super fast. Oh no, I forgot to stop the timer for the flight time. My bad. That's about 1 hour 30 minutes or something, so as expected. And yeah, we'll just partner with American Airlines basically. Hopefully they're fine with that. Our Southwest Airlines don't smell too bad, so I think we're good to park next to American Airlines. Is that? What's that? Oh, I've seen that before. Interjet. Never seen that in the real world. I don't know if they're shut down or not. There's an aircraft landing as well. What is it? It's another Interjet. Anyway, we're going to park right next to it because I think it's got some issues, let's say, about us. Our smell. I'm just making this up. Not real world at all. And we'll just park. Look. Wow, that was some frame rate drop. 35. Nope, there is no 35 on here, so we will go 33. Universal Aviation. Whatever that is. Unless we go to remote stand. That seems about right for Southwest. But too late now. we got our jetway, and American Airlines don't. So yeah, I'll make it right here. The aircraft is departing there, I think. So it's on arrival, wasn't it? Turn right. Lovely. Help the master, or use the master to help us in. That's the right term or phrase. Don't want to come in too fast because then you could be a bit inaccurate. I'll just go up to the nose here and just get a sort of GoPro view to help us in. Gonna see where we're meant to be parking, but who knows if GSX knows we're meant to be doing that. So I'll just go outside here. Use our outside view to help us actually, because GSX is going to be wrong. So, ooh, coming a bit too fast there, but we're actually bang on the line there. So parking brake is set. Did we actually bang on? That'd be nice. Oh no, no, just slightly off. Complete the flight project fly. I can move to the right. Stop the timer. That's what the mouse is thinking. There we are. AP generators are on. AP gen on. AP bleed on. Engine 1 and 2 shutting down. There we are. Because spoiling that was a bit confusing. And we had 130 passengers on the aircrafts. So there we are. Get the jetway over. They can deboard. The passengers can deboard. And we open the cargo doors. We'll just wait for the jetway to get over here. Then we open that door. Fuel pumps off. There's a roll off. Anti-collision light off. Seatbelts off. And we'll turn off the IRSs. We'll keep the probes on. And so that was a very slight voice crack. That's very rare for me. I'm very glad that I hardly ever get voice cracks. So ground power active now. Ground power. AP off. Forward, right pump off. And there we are. We can open up the forward left door. Everyone, welcome to Cancun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Or the flight, sorry. We get jetway and the American Airlines does not. That's just hilarious. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one, which will be a long haul. Not sure what long haul it may be, but it will be a nice long haul. Telling you that now. So yeah, definitely recommended for the hotfix. Definitely get that downloaded, even though if you fly the FS Labs, and the hotfix for that currently, is time of recording, isn't out for the FS Labs to fly in the hotfix because of the DLL problem. If you've got any other aircraft like the 737 or 787, definitely update because the FPS difference is amazing. The frames are getting here and at New Orleans that I had earlier. Absolutely gorgeous, and I was getting 200 FPS in the cruise, so it was very nice to see that FPS back up again. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the flight. I'll see you in the next video, and bye bye for now.